Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Seamus, and today we're going to be reviewing a product on this channel, a first, and we have a lot of these lined up, so be on the lookout for them. This is a new series. Today, we are reviewing the Flamma pedals? I have no idea, just Flamma FV01 Corrector, which is a vocal processing, I almost said plugin, vocal processing pedal that has delay, reverb, and pitch correction on it. Very interesting. It also has a tone button with a couple of different EQ curves to make your voice warmer, brighter, or you can keep it neutral. So the only things that I've done to the vocals so far, I've done some EQ and some compression just to get the mic sounding okay. We're going to be singing over a track, singing, not screaming. Pitch correction doesn't really make sense on screaming, does it? So I prepared a track. I didn't prepare a track. That's a lie. I'm lying to you. I'm a big fat liar. I have a track pulled up. It's a demo that I wrote a few months ago. I really enjoyed the song. It's a shoegazy post-punk song that I think this pedal could be really cool for. It's going to have reverb and delay on the vocals. We're also going to try out that pitch correction and see how it is. You can't select your key, so it's just a chromatic pitch corrector. We'll see how accurate it is, and we'll see if it does what we want it to do. That's just how accurate it is. I'm rambling. This is the second time I shot this video. I messed up the first one. Hey, what's up? A lot of options on the back here. First of all, we have a line-in option that we can change if we have the guitar going in, because there is a guitar jack as well as XLR jacks. We have phantom power available on here. We have a ground lift as well. There is also a gain knob here, which is really cool, so you can adjust the pedal gain. I'm not noticing any noticeable, Jesus. There's no noticeable pedal noise coming from this. When I had my SM7B plugged in, which is usually the mic I would use, there was quite a lot. Although, granted, that's probably because the SM7B is notoriously noisy, and maybe if I put a cloud lifter before the pedal, then I'm sure it would be fine. I'm just using the good old Audio-Technica 2020, tried and true, right? Fairly cheap condenser microphone that I think almost everybody has. Anybody who has microphones, I suppose. Maybe more people have those MXL microphones. I'm not really sure. Let's try it out. I was messing with the pedal a little bit before, like the entire video I recorded and then fucked up. I was messing with the pedal before, and I actually enjoyed the sounds quite a bit. So when the pedal's blinking green, it's in its normal setting. You can turn it up. Let's see, we have a tape delay, a digital delay, and a slapback delay. So the tape delay sounds like this. A little warm, you know, less low end in the tape delay, not as much high end either. Kind of just rounds both of those off, pushes the mids kind of forward. We have this digital delay, which is a lot cleaner, which I think sounds quite nice. And we have this slapback delay, which sounds like slapback, which is an effect that for certain genres is necessary, like bluegrass or rockabilly. You hear that on everything, right? The reverb, we have a couple different reverbs. We have a room reverb. Sounds like this, you know? Not necessarily something I would use on vocals for the most part. Could work for some genres. I would imagine that works better for guitars, which you can plug in. And we have this hall setting. Check, check, hey, which I like very much. But most importantly, for me at least, there is a plate setting here. Plate setting. So if we scroll all the way over to that sounds quite nice. Quite nice. Hey, just listen to that. So smooth. We have this pitch correction as the third knob, the tone knob, which we've already gone over, and there is a hidden menu. So if we tap and hold this, boom, we're in the hidden menu now. What the hidden menu can do, it makes this correction knob actually control the delay feedback. So let's see. Delay. Very little feedback. Now let's turn it up. Delay. When we're in the hidden menu, we can also do a tap tempo to adjust the reverb tempo. Not reverb tempo, the delay tempo. What am I talking about? We can tap it when it's in the hidden menu to change the delay time. Check. Works as intended. I would hope that on future models, you wouldn't have to access the hidden menu by holding this. Maybe you could just hit another button, or maybe there could be another knob somewhere. It seems silly to me that I have to go into this hidden menu to access the tap tempo function. You would think that would just be on the normal pedal, right? But no, it is not. Just a tiny little annoyance. I still like the pedal, actually. Not actually. That sounds so sarcastic. That sounds so, like, I guess I like the pedal. It's fine. Let's check it out. I'm going to dial in some vocals, a vocal tone, and we'll mess with the pitch correction. We're going to put it all the way up to 100%, just to see what it sounds like, all the way maxed out. It's probably not going to sound the way that we want. In fact, since I messed up the other video, I know that it's not going to sound how we want, but I want to show you guys. So let's crank it. Hey, oh, that's a lot of pitch correction. Let's add some delay, some reverb. Check. Okay. Faster than you come, faster than you'll ever regret. Congratulations, you've heard my awful singing. I don't claim to be a singer. I'm definitely not. That is a very, very not transparent pitch correction when it's all the way cranked up. So if you're doing something like rap, that's perfect then, right? You can get that auto-tune style effect. Let's dial it back, just from previous experience of fucking up the video. I know that around 40% is the magic number for this. And then we're gonna crank the plate back up. And we want a lot of reverb on this because it's shoegaze. Check. Yeah. Faster than you come, faster than you'll ever regret. I don't really have lyrics for this either. It's just kind of making them up as I go. I'm liking that it's not overdoing it. I think we could push it a tiny bit more, get it closer to maybe 50%, like 45 or something. We'll try it one more time and see how that goes. Hey! Lots of verb. Verb it out, boy. Yeah. Faster than you come, faster than you'll ever regret. I know I messed some of those notes up because I can't sing. As I've said before, I cannot sing. Oops, horrible voice. Whoopsie. It does a pretty good job. The times when it was wrong, I know that's because I was really, really off. So for a singer that just wants something to smooth out their voice a little bit, if you can sing decently, this will do the job for you. I'm pretty impressed by this, I'll be honest. Let's try something fun. Let's plug a guitar into it. We'll try just messing with shoegazy tones, then maybe we'll try to use it as like a metal lead. Let's see how it goes. This is probably not the guitar you're expecting a guy with a Bathory shirt to own, but you know, I work on a ton of metal, and I love metal and hardcore and deathcore and all that stuff, but sometimes it's nice to be a little bit more relaxed, you know? I'm a fucking adult, you know what I mean? I don't just want to be pissed off all the time. I only want to be pissed off when I feel like being pissed off. I am gonna unplug this pedal, and I'm gonna run it through the DI box. Let's try that. I shouldn't have fucking put this guitar on. That was a bad idea. Oops, what are you doing? Amateur hour. On to the couch you go. So we've got it unplugged. I have a mess of cables here. I'm not dealing with that right now. I'm not getting paid enough to deal with that. Man, maybe I should have cleaned up my room before this. Guitar has been acquired. It's an interesting noise. That's fun. I figured out what it was. I didn't have my guitar plugged in. You ever just feel like you're really dumb and like people aren't telling you that you're dumb, but like you know that you are? Everybody's like, no, you're fine, dude. Like everything's fine. Like, no, you're not fine. You are not. Hey, we got guitar. Let's check this thing out. Let's see what it can do. Let's make a nice dry guitar tone. Just nice and dry. That's all I want. All I want is a dry boy. I'm a dry guy. Here's the guitar tone with nothing else. Just a super clean, basic guitar sound. So now I'm going to try the room reverb. I think the room reverb sounds quite nice. Let's try the hall. It's probably going to be a bit more extreme. Ooh, let's see how it sounds. Again, sounds really nice. Let's turn down the hall to something that's closer to something I would actually use in a record. Let's see. Sounds really, really nice. Just the plate last. I like it a lot. So, okay, let's see how this sounds with more of like an edge of breakup tone, because the way reverb reacts with distortion is quite interesting. So let's make sure we have all of the reverb and delay off. Okay, we do. Not that one. So this is more of like a math rocky style tone. Let's see how the room reverb does with this. And now the reverb is sounding fucking good. I think we've actually finally found its place. It would be for a guitar tone, at least for me. Cleaner guitar tones. I think it works really, really well. Let's try out the hall at this setting. Very, very cool. Probably a bit extreme. Let's dial it back to something I would actually use. Again, that sounds really excellent. Despite not having many controls, it sounds very, very nice. So, okay, now we're going to go over to just the plate setting, see what that sounds like cranked. Cool. Let's check it out. Maybe good for some post-rocky tones. Very cool. Let's dial it back now to something that I would actually use more. This is probably going to be a bit more relevant to the people who watch this channel. Here's an 8-string. Here's a heavy guitar tuned down super low, grr, you know, all that shit. Let's check out what this pedal can do on heavier guitar. So it should be said that, what is this fucking piece of hair doing? Should be mentioned that only the reverb section works on guitar. Let's check out what it can do. Maybe it would be cool for a lead or something. The guitar sounds like this with nothing else on it. Just a super heavy guitar, right? 8-string, drop the octave down, all that bullshit. Let's check out what the room setting sounds like on this. So that's fun. We have to remember that this reverb is coming before the distortion, since the distortion's all in the computer. So it's going to give it a washier sound. Let's check out the hall. Okay, let's see what that sounds like on a deathcore style lead. Fun, right? Yeah, very cool. Let's check out the plate. That could be interesting. If we strip it back to something that would be closer to what I'd probably use, I like the plate the best. So there we go, just a tiny bit of reverb on it, and let's see what that sounds like on a nice tremolo lead. It's cool. I enjoy it. I'll be honest, reverb isn't used a whole lot in deathcore other than on leads, right? Because deathcore, you just want that nice, precise kind of just... This pedal can work for deathcore, but, very situational. You're probably not going to use it just as your basic, guitar tone. Maybe if we were doing tremolo kind of black metal sound, maybe it would work better for that. Let's check it out. So I can definitely do the job for something closer to that. Maybe for particular parts in a deathcore song, it would be cool to turn that on to get a washier sound, right? I could totally see that. So I think to cap this video off, because I don't know how long it's going, this is a really versatile pedal. I actually think it's a pretty good bang for your buck when it comes to just a vocal processor, and it's nice that it can do things with a guitar as well. I think just because I have it, I'll probably put it on my board and use it as an extra reverb, because you could always use that with shoegazier kinds of music. Thank you for joining us for this first gear review. I guess the will a deathcore thing is a gear review. We'll see if I get this out before Daniel. I don't know. He might beat me to the punch. But anyway, once again, guys, my name's Seamus. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. And it's going to be a pleasure talking to you guys in the future, trying out more gear, and just being more involved with this community. Have a good night, day. Fuck, that's not how to end a video. Fuck it. It's done. It's over. Bye.